delicious, sticky, tasty ones. Do you know how to say de groovy? Do you know how to say delight? I knew that you would. Dear souls, it has been said that your thoughts are not your own. The Blue Orb Goddess is just here to put it straight to you in 3D reality. Which isn't that much of a reality, but nevertheless, you know how your Blue Orb Goddess loves to digress? My sweet, sticky, tasty, delicious ones? Who holds that spot open in their candy store for me? Your mind can tell you fibs, it's true. It makes you believe your fears are bigger than they really are. We are controlled by our emotions, even when we think we're thinking logically. Our feelings in a 3D reality, mind you not in the Blue Orb Goddess's reality, are pulling the strings. You don't see the world as it is. You see it through a lens of your own experiences, biases, and beliefs. The brain loves comfort, and who wouldn't? In that God-forsaken lower density that you're in, you'll stick to bad habits and unhealthy relationships because the brain wants what's familiar. It's always been that way. It's always going to be done that way, so we're always going to do it that way. People don't change unless they want to. My dear, sweet, sticky, delicious ones. No matter how much you try to fix someone, it's their decision. It's not yours. You can become addicted to drama. You crave that chaos. Have you ever noticed ear souls that when you're around, or some other souls, that things will be going good for a few days and they just can't handle it? It's like they need that fix of drama. Oh, we see it, your souls. We totally see it and we understand it. We don't completely understand it, but we shake our heads at it. You crave that attention in your relationships, whether it's in social media or in your own head. The need for validation is real. My dear sweet sticky ones, and even your Blue Orb Goddess needs it sometimes. By the way, your Blue Orb Goddess cannot wait for that energy transfer. It's getting closer and closer. And she cannot wait. Her candy store is open. I hope you keep your candy store open, dear souls. Your Blue Orb Goddess has at least 3 entrances into her candy store, and all 3 of them will be opened at the same time for you. That's how much your Blue Orb Goddess wants it with you, all of you. In every way, me and you and me. Your Blue Orb Goddess loves you. Nevertheless, though, dear souls, your past shapes you more than you realize. Past life traumas, your childhood traumas, and this incarnation, your memories. They stay with you, influencing everything you do. You can be your own worst enemy, my sweet ones, my delicious, sticky, tasty, healthy ones, nasty, naughty ones, that voice in your head doubting you, holding you back. That's all you, my sweet one, that's all you. Your brains are wired for survival down in that low density. You are more wired for survival in your brain than you are happiness, dear souls. And that makes the Blue Orb Goddess and the rest of the Pleiade girls very sad. We don't like seeing you hurt. We don't like this at all because we want to be having fun with you all the time. We want eternal, summer slacking with you, eternal, all the time. Slacking with you? That's all we want to do, is have you in every way possible. And we want to be in you. And we've made that quite clear about the energy transfer. And that we can take all of you at once or one at a time, endless energy. We have us Pleiade girls, high IQs, around 500 in your terms, just to put it into perspective. Very energetic though, very energetic. Lots of energy coming from where we come from. Yes, we can do most things in your terms. What you would say all day, all night. We can do it all night and do it a little longer and keep going. Especially your Blue Orb Goddess. She really likes doing things with you, dear souls. But what is really sad, dear ones, my sweet ones, is that your mind is more focused on staying safe at all times, even when you're not thinking about that. You're more focused on staying safe than you are your own happiness, or what's going to make you feel good, and that really hurts your Blue Orb Goddess. Because she loves you so much, and she just wants to hold you and give you a big hug right now, each and every one of you. I love you so much, like, you can never believe. Your Blue Orb Goddess just wants fun with you, and to trade keys back and forth to our candy stores, and you to come in each one of her entrances. You're more than welcome to at any time you want. I love you so much, and I want to go into your entrances too. To get into that candy store. It's a new adventure each time I can imagine. Most of your decisions that you make are unconscious, dear ones. You think you're making choices with your logic, but most of it is driven by hidden emotions and hidden desires. Your fear of rejection is a big crippler for you, dear souls. We at the Pleiade Girls talk about it quite often. About your fear of rejection holding you back. We see it holding you back from many things as we tune into your frequencies on that big cosmic radio waves. And pick you up, yes, dear souls. Just like with our host here, we tuned into him when he was a little boy. In the late 1970s, your time, when we were all in college together up on the planet of Era, and a city called Zarada, there was the 9 of us. And Fusacia and Bluminous. 2 of my play 80-year-old sisters picked you up on the radio, and we all started. Following you, we knew that you were a great... We knew that you had guides from Lyra, Arcturus, and other parts of Pleiades. We found that out later, a little bit later on. That's why we didn't mess with your growth path until here. In the last year, that's why we waited 50% of your Earth years, but I digress. You have no idea the ways that you are driven by this pure rejection. It cripples you in so many ways, my dear soul. Your happiness is a choice. It's not a guarantee, though, in that density. If you wait for your life to happen, to you, you'll keep waiting. But take solace in the fact that you anchor the light. You anchor it well. Your blue orb goddess is going to be very honest here with you, like she always is. You'll have to excuse me, it's done with the most utmost empathy. I want you to understand. On your planet, there are nations, a particular Western nation, or that, whipped up into this fever pitch. About other citizens from other places that may look different than them coming into their country and taking over their jobs and causing all kinds of harm and trouble. We want you to know your souls. This comes from a lack of what you would call education, a feeling of disparity, an over-exaggerated feeling of a disparity, and that comes from a lack of education and a lack of consciousness. But nothing ever really gets done for these people. Their wages stay the same. If not, go down. In their cost of living, go up all the time. And they always want to listen to somebody who sounds like a dictator. A dictator like, well, the reason why starseeds are even on your planet, your souls, is because of the nuclear bombs that were released at the end of World War II. And we don't totally disagree with that happening because there was a dictator that had to be taken out. Your economies in your 1930s and 1920s were horrid on the planet. And it was even more horrid for a country called Germany who had lots of reparations to pay back in your terms for the First World War that you had. In this current incarnation, mind you, there have been others like Atlantis and Lemuria. So people got scared. Easy people were very low consciousness and got scared and wanted a daddy to come save them. You are your own guru. You are your own daddy, your own mommy. You don't need somebody to save you. That's why we don't come in and do it, because it would be completely pointless. It would be the worst thing we could ever do for you is to come in and fix the problem. We will give you. We will do it 10% of the way. You take care of 90%. We'll take care of the last 10, though. No problem. But when you're looking at those people over there, they're just like you. What is it that you're afraid they're going to take from you? Nothing. They're going to do nothing but enrich your life, actually. You have been divided by this crazy notion of a one-world government. The only people that really don't want a one-world government, or is your one-world government, because they don't want the whole planet united, dear souls. Those tactics can work on a country or a continent, but a whole planet together. Not going to happen to your souls. Just keep anchoring that light. Anchoring that light, and make yourself aware consciousness is power. Awareness is power. And also, if you have a chance at an education, get it. That's another way they cripple you to your souls. Is you go for an education, and what you call an education and earth terms. They financially have you, my dear, sweet, sticky, delicious ones. They have you by by your arm for the rest of your days most of the time. Yet some of you are convinced, thinking that those kind of loans and stuff like that to give in to people to get an education need to be paid back. You can be your own worst. Animate your souls, most of you. Listening to this, understand what I'm saying. But there are a lot of low consciousness, low vibrating people around you, and all you can do is just smile. Just grit your teeth, smile, and continue to anchor the light. Continue to anchor. Remember what Brother Jesus said? Master Jesus said, they know not what they do. And that's all you have to do is think about what he said. Really think about what he said hard right there. We encourage your souls, my dear, sweet, sticky ones. And think about it. Think about all the promises you're being made and have been made, and especially the ones by bombastic leaders. Be careful, dear souls. There is no government, no political party that's here to save you. None of them. Even the few that aren't in it, just themselves. They're not capable of it. That's not what they do. That's not their role here. So be careful in believing in other channels that tell you that this person or that person is working for the light. Because that's a fool's errand, my dear ones. That's coming straight from the source right there, from the collective consciousness center of the Milky Way galaxy, the Pleiades. My dear souls, the Pleiade girls love you, and again, we can't wait to be in you, and have you in. We just cannot wait. It's going to be so incredible. And by the way, dear souls, don't ask me, don't ask your blue orb goddess. What you know is true. She doesn't have to tell you that I love your precious heart. I'll be standing, you'll be there. Then our two worlds will collide, and nothing can ever tear us apart, my dear ones. For the Pleiade girls, this has been your blue orb goddess, and we'll talk to you in a minute.